South Dakota's most storied and intense basketball rivalry inks its final chapter in Division II North Central Conference play tonight. It's USD and SDSU. Titles are at stake on the final night of conference play. Welcome to the DakotaDome in Vermillion on the campus of USD. I'm KELO Travis Fawcett alongside Dave Snidak. It's SDSU and USD, the women up first. The tip just minutes away. SDSU enters the game at 21-5, 10-3 in the North Central Conference. USD marches in at 24-5, one of the hotter clubs in college basketball, 9-4 in the North Central Conference. The men to follow, SDSU at 25-4, USD 18-8. But this, one of those rivalries, you may as well throw the records right out the window. It's a storied rivalry. It's one that may end in conference play anyway tonight, but it's one of the best ones out there.
Indeed, these two teams might meet again in the playoffs, but that's yet to be determined. A lot will be figured out tonight when the final buzzer sounds.
It's a battle of bitter rivals. The reigning champ is South Dakota State University, but USD's 40-3 at home in the last 43 games. The women's conference standings, North Dakota State and South Dakota State tied at 10-3 apiece. They'd say North Dakota State has the advantage. They have the tiebreaker in the event. Each is 11-3. NDSU, the champ. USD still an outside shot. They need plenty of help and a win tonight, but they're still in the running in the North Central Conference. In the bigger scheme of things, as we enter the playoffs, the region standings. Concordia St. Paul leading the way, 22-2 on the season. The two state schools, SDSU, USD, 2-3 in the region rankings, followed by North Dakota State and North Dakota. It's all ahead. The keys to victory in this ball game tonight, Dave, USD, it can't be the Copel show all by herself.
No, Mandy, Jenny Flynn and Megan Wooster really need to step up. Those are their two leading scorers behind Copel. If they contribute, success should lead for USD.
This key for South Dakota State, take this crowd out of it all early. It's going to be a hostile one at that. That bitter rivalry, but SDSU, a quick start would be a good thing.
A quick start really, I think, is going to determine who wins this game either way.
Your starting lineups and the tip are on the way next. It's USD, SDSU, North Central Conference basketball, live on KELOLAND TV. And
Travis State really going to have to try to take the crowd out of this one. The crowd is definitely fired up, ready for action.
Ready to jump it up. Copel wins the tap, deflected around. Schlegel goes after it, but loses the handle. Picked up by USD and Megan Wooster. Wooster started her career at Division I Utah, but transferred this past year and has been one of the spark plugs for this USD team. Right inside, bread and butter, Copel. Little turnaround, one-handed hook off the mark, foul, count the bucket. Jenny Flynn starts things with a bang.
State didn't do a very good job of boxing out there. Jenny Flynn, Johnny on the spot, puts it up and in. She's going to get involved early.
Flynn, known for her outside shooting, 63s on the year, 41% from beyond the arc. Not bad at the free throw stripe, 70% on the year.
You know what's going up when it gets in her hands, Travis.
That one is off the mark. Tapped out of bounds, it'll go SDSU's way. Aaron Johnston getting in the official's ear right away, setting the tone.
Good old AJ not going to get pushed around. He won his 100th game just the other day.
Tough bucket, another foul. The bucket doesn't fall, though, for Megan Vogel. Vogel, the freshman out of St. Peter, Minnesota, has been impressive. Over 13 points per game. She has been big down the stretch as well for State.
Really the foul in the body right there by Copel. Vogel at the line, shooting two.
Her shot is good. Vogel, 69% on the season from the stripe. Cutting the U's lead in half, and she ties it at 2.
Vogel, the freshman, really drawing a lot of comparisons to the way Mandy Copel plays. They say maybe Vogel is a young Mandy Copel. That's quite a compliment.
No doubt. Copel, the all-around talent, all-everything for USD. Right down low, that one tapped around, picked up, thrown off the glass, picked up by Copel, up off the mark. Rebound comes down to State. Megan Vogel leading the break. No numbers, 3-on-3. She takes it anyway, lays it up and in.
Flexing the hustle muscle right there.
State with a 2-point advantage at 4-2. Wooster running the offense for the Coyotes. USD 9-4 in conference play. State at 10-3. If USD wants any shot at a conference championship, they need a win tonight. Bourne swings it up top, gets it right back from Flynn. Off the screen, long jumper on the way, money.
Good screen right there by Jenny Flynn.
Aaron Bourne ties things at 4. Vogel swings around, Sealer lets fly from 3, off the front of the rim, heading towards the corner, saved by USD. Kayla Jacobs gives it off to Wooster. Works it to Flynn, one-on-one with Sealer, swings it to Bourne. Bourne inside to Kopel, they need her to get going. 24 points per game for Mandy this season. Working it, down low, off the glass, up and in, unstoppable.
That's where Mandy Kopel has scored a majority of her 2,000 and plus points for the USD Coyotes right there in the paint.
Mandy Kopel now 15 points shy of the NCC scoring record. State swings it over, Sealer beats Kopel, easy bucket.
Explosive first step there, Mandy Kopel standing like a statue.
SDSU, the reigning national champion of Division II basketball. Sealer said they don't plan to give that title up without a fight. Inside, Kopel again, out, Bourne, 3, off the mark. Vogel with the rebound. Swinging it ahead, Brenda Davis. Over to Sealer, passes up the shot, back to Vogel. Davis inside, Schlegel gets double teamed by Kopel and company. Outside, another wide open look, 3 off the mark.
She's not
Jenny Flynn with the rebound.
Travis, she's not going to miss many of those wide open like that.
State sinks into a bit of a zone, now man-to-man. Or woman-to-woman.
Woman-to-woman. PC.
Tapped out of bounds. Checking into the ball game for SDSU, Marshall native Stephanie Bolden.
Sister Shannon plays at the University of Minnesota. Bolden, a good basketball name.
Kopel, top of the key, the ball for the Jacks. Back into that zone, kicking it outside, working the ball around to Flynn. Back to Kopel, she's bumped by Schlegel. The foul on SDSU.
Schlegel doesn't look too comfortable being anywhere outside of the paint. She needs to just stay back, but Kopel's going to draw her out of the paint. Kopel's one of those players that can play every position on the floor.
Sarita DeBoer, first woman off the bench typically for SDSU, averaging 10+ points per game into the ball game. USD still on offense. Coyotes and Jacks tied at 6 apiece. Working the ball out top, backing up farther and farther. Wooster finally brings it in. Inside out to Kopel, passes up the shot. Swings it to Bourne, gets up in the air, right back to Kopel, the hook, good. Mandy Kopel, now with 4. Bolden, out top to Vogel, swings it around to Sealer. Sealer to Davis, defender falls down in the paint, easy bucket, Vogel.
It's good sense to throw it inside, defender was on the floor. Vogel puts it up and in.
No freshman jitters in the dome for Vogel, 6 points right out of the gate. That's what AJ said. Hey, everybody's been there before except for Megan.
Yep.
She seems comfortable. Inside out. Kopel on the floor. Stepped out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. 8-8 USD SDSU. It's North Central Conference basketball on KELO TV. A back and forth battle, USD, SDSU, 8 points apiece here in the opening minutes of the opening half. 15:39 to go in the first 20. Chad Lavin's crew has played well, but Megan Vogel really stepped up thus far for the Jacks.
Yes, she has. She's definitely not playing her age. She's playing like a senior.
Chad Lavin, 6th season, 10th overall at USD, 185 career wins. Aaron Johnston, that young pup, but he already has 100 wins in his 4th season. Of course, 32-3 never hurts at a national championship last year.
Yeah, that looks nice on the resume, that's for sure.
State on offense, Bolden with the ball. Up top to Sizek. Swinging it around, gets it inside, working hard. Vogel lost it off her leg, out of bounds. USD basketball.
Vogel, I think, was a little surprised that she got the ball down there in the lane. She was just trying to get out. She pretty much set up camp in the lane, Travis, and the crowd wanted a 3-second call, but the refs didn't see it that way.
Kopel brings the ball up for USD. She was looking for a guard, but no defense, no problem. Wooster trying to play that game, get it inside. Can't though, good defense in the block. Bourne with it. One-on-one with Dickmeyer outside. 3-ball off the mark. Rebound down to Sizek. Sizek ahead to Bolden. Bolden, one dribble, passes up the shot. Right back inside. DeBoer kicks it out. Top of the key, passing it up. Bolden right into the hands of Kopel and the steal.
Mandy, quick reflexes right there.
Kopel with the rock out top. Inside out, right back in with Flynn. Back out, bombs away. Off the mark. Rebound comes down to Vogel. Ahead of the pack, beating the D, but there's no stick 'em on those hands. Off DeBoer and out of bounds.
Travis, a quick look at the scoreboard across the north central Minnesota State and North Dakota. Mankato down 1, 13-12, North Dakota up late in the first half. St. Cloud State, North Dakota State, the Bison up by 4, 17-13, and Augie trails Nebraska-Omaha by 1, 24-23, with just about 10 minutes left to play in the first.
Those two North Dakota games of definite interest down in the DakotaDome as USD and SDSU definitely want a victory first, but then you scoreboard watch later tonight.
That's right.
Shot is away, off the mark. Rebound comes down to USD. Flynn right back inside. Spinning, foul. Vanessa Yanez traveled. Heather Sealer back into the ball game for State. 8-8, 13:46 to go in the opening half. Sizek off the pick of Schlegel. Swings it over to Sealer. Sealer gives it off to Dickmeyer. Sealer passes up the 3, dribbles in, hands it off to DeBoer. Schlegel camped out in the lane, 3 on the way, off the mark. Flynn with another rebound for USD.
USD playing a real soft zone there, Travis, sort of almost daring the Jacks to go ahead and shoot it up from the outside.
Inside, great look and off the mark. Jody Schrader couldn't get the layup to go.
Got to make those shots.
Inside, Schlegel double teamed, over to DeBoer, outside, Sealer again, no. Heather Sealer struggling from deep.
A lid on their hoop there, Travis.
No points in about, the last 4 minutes of this game by either team. 12:50 to go in the half. Flynn out top, one-on-one with Sealer. Dumps it off, poked away. Wooster comes up with the rock. Dribbles in, left side, one-on-one with Sizek. Wild shot, DeBoer with the rebound. Sealer leading the offense. Inside, triple teamed. They are daring them to fire. They do. Off the mark again.
It's effective, I guess.
Rebound out to Yanez. Flynn working against Sealer. Right back outside.
Trying to get Mandy back into the game.
Schrader, shot is away. That's short. The whistle just can't blow early enough. Sealer coming back. One of the Coyote defenders on the floor, one-on-one with Wooster. The block and foul. Chad Lavin didn't like the call.
Got her with the body. It was a good block shot, but she jumped into her. That's where the foul is coming from. You see right here. Yep, just hit her with her hip on her back.
Not much, little on the shoulder.
Yeah, an inch will get you.
Sealer at the charity stripe. Shot is good.
Kopel and Jacobs back in for USD. And they all kind of look alike for State.
Vogel and Davis back in for the Jacks.
There you go.
Sealer's second attempt. Money. She has 4.
First 2 points in about 4.5 minutes, Travis.
10-8 lead for State. Jacobs with the ball on offense. Inside, a double team, doesn't matter. Ball picked up by State. Sealer coming away with it, leading the break. Swings it over. Vogel thinks about it. Drive, toss to the hole. Great move, up and in.
She is really playing well. She is definitely she's doing her best to take the crowd out of this game, and so far it's been effective.
The Coyote now with 8 points. It's 12-8.
Coyote Crazies just kind of sitting there with their mouths open like, come on, ladies.
Booster, top of the key. It's been a long while since USD's gotten any sort of points. Swinging it over. Shot clock winding down. 5 on it. Knocked out of bounds. 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. Timeout on the floor. 12-8 State. 11:13 to go in the opening half. It's State U on KELO TV.
Coyote shooting just 28% from the floor.
4 seconds on the clock. 2. They got to get it away. They won't. Shot clock violation by Bourne.
The Utes is having trouble getting the ball in the bucket. Like I said, 28% from the floor, and that shot clock violation is certainly not going to help.
That's got to be frustrating for Chad Lavin. You in a timeout situation, you know there's 4 seconds up on the clock, and you don't get anywhere near a shot. SDSU, Brenda Davis, 3 off the mark. Those 3 balls not falling on either end. USD's Wooster leading the offense. Drops it off to Yanez. Right to Kopel, right back to Yanez. Passes up the shot to Bourne.
Got a hold underneath on Vogel. She had a hold of Kopel's jersey, it looked like.
That's one way to slow Kopel down.
Yes, it is.
Only the 3rd team foul on South Dakota State. Jacobs will take it out underneath. Waiting. Nobody there. Still waiting. Finally into Kopel. Kopel, 1-on-2. Forces a shot. Rejected jump ball. Great defense by Sarita DeBoer.
DeBoer just stuck her hands up. She's about 7.5 feet tall with her hands straight up. That's a tough defense to get past. Well, maybe not 7.5 feet tall, but pretty close. It's like shooting over a broom when she sticks her fingers up.
Jack's back on offense, right down inside.
Nice.
Tough hook and good. Shannon Schlegel dumps it in. Timeout, Chad Lavin and the Coyotes.
Did she bring that ball through her legs, sort of Vince Carter-esque, before she went up with it? That was a heck of a move.
Down low in the post. That is one tough move. 14-8, the lead now 6 for SDSU, and the Coyotes have been stuck on that 8 forever.
Just what we talked about earlier, Travis. State has really tried hard to get the crowd out of it, and, well, definitely not giving them anything to cheer about, that's for sure. The State fans are happy, but USD, the Coyote Crazy, is just sitting over there kind of blank-faced, just waiting for something to happen.
8 points in the opening 9 and change for Megan Vogel to lead South Dakota State. Mandy Kopel has 4 to lead the U. She is now 13 shy of the NCC scoring record. Again, we said this is one tough building to play in, and SDSU has started in the right fashion. USD 40-3 in their last 43 on their home court, 12-1 this season. Cross court, Bourne, well beyond the 3-point line. Swings it over to Flynn. Flynn and Sealer. Sealer all over her. Work it inside. Kopel right back, 3 ball, off the mark again. Rebound down to Sealer. There are 2 lids on the basket. States is loosening up though. Schlegel to Sealer. DeBoer and Sizek. They are moving the rock. Davis back to Sizek. Inside, double team. Swinging it right back out top. Sizek to Sealer. Sealer so quick. Down inside, travel.
Travis, every Jackrabbit touched the ball in that possession, but they couldn't capitalize and put it in the cup.
I think every State player touched it about 3 times.
Yeah, at least 3 times. I'm surprised you didn't touch the ball there, Travis.
I was close. USD back on offense, in desperate need of a bucket. Wooster. Stuck with it, gives it off to Flynn. Flynn kicks it around. Jump ball situation, this time it'll stay with the USD.
Travis, we said early that Flynn and Wooster needed to get involved for the Coyotes. Flynn got started early but has been silent since. Haven't heard anything from Wooster. They're forcing it into Kopel, and that's just not effective. They need to find a way to get the ball in the cup. Somebody.
Over the last couple of years, AJ's philosophy against USD has been let Kopel go for whatever she needs. 34, right. 36. You shut down the rest of the team. Her effort means nothing. Block, no travel, foul called on Bolden.
Still just suffocating defense by the Jackrabbits. Chad Lavin's got to be frustrated. It doesn't seem like he can do anything against this D. It's a real soft zone that spreads wide and collapses as soon as the ball goes anywhere near the paint.
AJ wants an explanation on that foul. Not really going to get one. 5 seconds. Great foul. Defense continues for SDSU.
I think that's going to be the difference, Travis. Who can play the better defense? And so far, it's definitely been in State's advantage.
I believe it's been in the neighborhood of 7 minutes since USD has scored a point. Working the ball in the corner. Long ball rattles out for Bolden.
Good box
Flynn
out
down with the rebound. Wooster picks up her dribble, swings it over to Bourne. Bourne inside to Kopel. Rare one-on-one situation. Backs down all the way to the bucket. One-on-one with DeBoer. She's fouled. Sarita picks up the foul.
That's a great take, Mandy. Good job of the spin dribble and then just using her muscle to try to put it up and in through the foul. We see right here the nice little spin dribble. May have carried the ball, but you know what? She's Mandy Kopel.
A rare situation where there was no double team. Kopel hits her first free throw. It's gotten to the point where they're not afraid to double team Kopel in the low post because nobody's hitting from the outside.
And until they start hitting from the outside, I think that'll be the big difference. That's the way State is going to play.
Second attempt rattles out. Vogel with the rebound. Ahead to Sealer, working it down the sideline to Davis. Davis one-on-one with Wooster. Vogel and Sealer. Davis thinks about it, bombs away short. Yanez with the rebound, gives it off to Wooster. Knocked out of bounds, it'll stay with the Coyotes.
Travis, quick score update from the NCC. North Dakota in control over Mankato. They're up 30-18. The Bison up by 11 on St. Cloud State, 35-24. And Augie in Omaha, 34-31 Vikes with 4:30 left in the first half.
The two North Dakota scores, not good news for either one of these teams in the conference sense of things. Shot off the mark for Kopel. Vogel comes away with it, leading the break. All by herself, pulls up, fires off the mark. Two players down on the floor.
Great job by Jacobs to try to take the charge there. She tried to lean into Vogel.
Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the DakotaDome. State and U, the rivalry weekend in Vermillion. 14-9. SDSU leading USD. A low-scoring affair in the opening 12 minutes and change of the opening half. And really, you have to say thus far, of course, with the lead, it's obvious, but it's really played into SDSU's hands, the overall scheme of the game.
I agree with you, Travis. The crowd really hasn't had much to cheer about for the Yotes, so that's not really a factor.
Right inside, easy shot.
How do you miss that?
Off the mark for Vogel. She's upset with herself. Had a good look, used the left hand. Just off the mark, left it a bit short. Yanez works it into the corner. Jacobs back to Yanez, playing catch, inside to Kopel. Kopel working for everything, throws it away, over to Stephanie Bolden. Bolden to Sealer. DeBoer, Bolden, good look, passes it up. Sealer inside to DeBoer, she's double teamed, poked away by Kopel. Loose ball on the floor, grabbed by Flynn.
Mandy Kopel got a hand in there to strip the ball away from DeBoer, and Yotes come up with the turnover.
So nonchalant. Yeah. She makes it look easy.
She sure does.
Inside to Kopel. One-on-one with Dick Meyer. That one up and in. Kopel 7 points on the game. Working the ball around. Great spin move. Unbelievable. Count it.
Wow.
Vogel.
Hung in the air.
The spin, foul, and the bucket fell.
Second foul on Mandy Kopel. You don't want to see her get into foul trouble.
Check this out. 1-on-3 in the lane. Good.
Another look here. She just hangs in the air. Kopel got her with the body. Little love from the glass. And that sends Kopel to the bench.
10 points now in the game for Vogel, the freshman out of St. Peter, Minnesota. .69% from the free throw stripe. Kopel takes a seat with 2 personals. That one rattles out for Vogel. We'll see how USD responds with Kopel on the bench. Wooster.
She's got to make something happen. Great head
Passes
fake.
it out. Jacobs. Shot. Good. Ayla Jacobs, her first deuce.
That's what you need, Travis, for the Yotes to be successful. You need more people to get involved.
Coming right back, rejected, but tipped in.
What a tip.
By Shannon Schlegel.
That was a nice play.
Brooke Dickmeyer brought it right back down the floor. Was rejected, but it was tipped by Schlegel.
It's one of those excuse me buckets.
18-13 Jacks. Shot on the way. Good. 3-ball. Yanez. Dickmeyer off the mark on the answer. Offensive rebound. Sizek. One dribble over to Davis. Inside. Vogel. 1-on-2. Split the D.
She is having a night.
A dozen for Megan Vogel in the opening half. And we still have 5:45 on the clock. 20-16 State. All the threes we've seen, that was the first that actually went in this ball game for either team. Yanez gets it again, swings it over. Shot clock winding down, tough shot off the front iron. Schrader couldn't get it to drop. Sizek working the ball around. Schlegel thought about it, gave it back to Dickmeyer. Sizek drives in 1-on-3, tough shot, Schlegel, too easy. Schlegel dumps it in on the offensive board. She has 6.
Jody Schrader just shaking her head. She knew she should have boxed her out, but she didn't even get a finger on her.
Wooster to Yanez. Bourne with the rock. Vanessa staring into the teeth of that Dave Vogel. Picked it up, but lost it. 4:41 to go in the opening half. The lead is 6 for State at 22-16.
Vogel getting a much-needed break. She has just been hustling all over the place.
Vogel, one of 3 Minnesota players on this SDSU roster, 2 out of Nebraska and 8 South Dakota players. AJ likes to stay close to home in his recruiting.
Well, he's definitely brought in some great young players.
Timeout on the floor called by USD, and head coach Chad Lavin saw something he didn't like.
With 8 minutes to go, North Dakota 30, Minnesota State Mankato 18, with 4:45.
In the North Central Conference, again, NDSU, SDSU tied at 10 and 3 apiece. In the regions, SDSU, USD 2-3.
USD Athletic Program is setting the standard for excellence in collegiate athletics. Help USD maintain this standard by supporting USD Athletics. For more information, contact the USD Athletic Department at 605-677-5309 or go online at www.usdcoyotes.com.
USD hit 15 three-pointers in last night's blowout win against Augustana. They have won thus far in the first half, that off of the hands of Yanez. SDSU got a big win, 97-61 Friday night at UNO. It doesn't look like it's going to be that easy for either club tonight. Shot off the mark, State with the rebound. DeBoer swings it over, 3 ball, off the mark. Rebound, though, down to State again. No Copel in there has spelt trouble on the offensive boards for USD. They haven't been able to get anything.
The Jacks just 1 of 10 from downtown.
Megan Ott into the ball game for State. Tried that last one. 5'7" junior out of Grand Island, Nebraska. USD back on offense. Yanez in trouble, picked up her dribble. Back door to Wooster, and she's fouled. How she got that, I have no idea.
That was one of those plays. I think you try to practice that, but when it comes down to execution, it's not easy. Just look at this beautifully placed pass.
We'll just flip it right in there.
It's like Brett Favre throwing to Robert Ferguson or Donald Driver.
Hey,
one of those.
She didn't drop it.
But she couldn't finish. She couldn't finish, although she was hacked pretty hard.
Wooster connects on the first free throw. The lead 5 at 22-17.
Wooster really needs to get involved if the Yotes want to come back in this game and really hang with State. She needs to start shooting the ball a little more, taking it to the bucket like she did right there.
69% from the line on the season, connects on her first 2 attempts, her first points of the night. Davis inside, tipped away,
nice
picked
hustle
up by Yanez. Yanez stepping up on defense for the Coyotes. Down 4, up shot for Wooster, another foul. She'll head back to the line. 3 players down on the floor. Collision Central.
Travis, that's just what these girls need to do to get back into this game. Yeah, they're only down 4, but I think mentally they feel as though they're behind quite a bit more. So they're trying to take it to the hole. They're being a little more aggressive. Maybe trying to get their dome court advantage back in effect.
Coach Johnson said, what? Where was the charge? That's what AJ wanted to know.
Didn't have her feet set.
Second attempt is good. 4 for 4 from the strike. 22-20, your score. The lead, only 2. SDSU leading USD. It's State U, live on KELO TV. We'll be right back. The State is 21-5, and that's pretty stellar for any club, but SDSU, according to Aaron Johnston, hasn't played its best ball yet.
Throughout the year, it was tough to maybe keep our focus, tough to have us playing at that championship level we finished up with last year. But now as we get closer to that again this year, I really sense our focus and our intensity is getting back to that level.
The focus has been there tonight, a 2-point lead on the road for the Jacks. Back on offense is State. Sizek passes up the wide open 3 over to Davis. Davis to Dickmeyer. Another turnover. Yu stepping up on D. All this without Copel in the lineup. Out with 2 personal fouls. Yanez passes up the 3, then takes it. Good! Oh my, Vanessa Yanez on fire offensively and on D. The lead is 1 for the Yotes.
Yotes 2 for 6 from downtown now on that Yanez 3.
Sizek can't answer.
Quinn can't hang on.
Heather Sealer back into the ball game for State.
USD trying to get their shooting percentage back up. They're up to 33. Jackrabbit shooting 39% from the field so far in this one, Trav.
Sealer passes up the 3 in the corner, back out top to Davis. Inside to DeBoer. She won't think about it this time. Left it short, though, out of bounds. USD basketball.
Nice rebound by the cheerleader there. There he is. That guy probably, I don't know if he's ever played basketball for the Yotes, but showed good hands right there.
USD surging on offense, and D up a point. Yanez takes it again. That one well up with Flynn with the rebound. The foul called down low. That sea of red is back into this ball game this time.
Travis, that's exactly what the Yotes need to do. You know, they fought their way back. They're scratching and clawing, and Jenny Flynn, perfect example of that right there. Great hustle. She's not a very big girl, so she took a beating when she got that rebound, but good hustle. Will lead to 2 free throws.
8 personal fouls
one-on-one
on the team. Flynn misses the first, rebound down to State.
All the hustle for naught.
Jenny Flynn now with 2 points, 0 for 2 though from the charity stripe. That one kicked by Flynn.
The expression on Jenny Flynn's face right there when she kicked the ball was one of, I think, shock, Travis. She was kind of surprised she got her leg up that high.
Quick reflexes. Cizik takes it out of bounds, fires into Sealer, over to Bolden. Bolden thinks about it, fires, good. 3-pointer for Stephanie Bolden. The lead back to the Jacks, 25-23. Wooster up top. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll go State's way.
She sort of shot-putted that ball out of bounds, Travis. She wanted it to be called off the Jacks, but it was off her hands.
State, one of those rare occasions, slowing things down. Now they pick it back up on offense. Bolden fakes the fire. Vogel not afraid to fire from 3. Money.
It's a sweet sound, Travis.
Megan Vogel is on fire in this opening half.
She's got 15.
15, more than half the points for SDSU. Wooster tried to bank it in and missed. Foul called down low. That one on Brenda Davis.
SDSU number 14, Davis. 19 foul on the Jackrabbits. Daniels will shoot 4.
Vogel averages 13.4 points per game. 15 in the opening 20 minutes, and we're not even done. Free throw is good for Vanessa. Love the sound of that net. Yanez hits it.
Nice. Counted inside.
Right back out. Sealer again, short. She has not had a good opening half from the floor, especially from beyond the arc. SDSU by 3, 28-25. Inside, wild shot. Vogel with the rebound. Leading the break.
Travis, neither team shooting the ball particularly well. It's that kind of an ugly game to watch.
Davis faking all over the place. Bolden back to Davis. Inside, Vogel, Sealer. Sealer passes up the 3, drives outside, Cizik. Cizik down the lane, tosses it up, tough shot, and it drops.
That's a tough shot.
Stacy Cizik, her first bucket. It's 30-25. 30 seconds to go in the opening half. Popel remains on the bench. Don't want that 3rd foul in this opening half. She's been sitting for well over 5 minutes.
You almost wonder if she'll come out in the second half and be a little rusty, Travis. But it's a smart move by Lavin to keep her on the bench, keep her out of foul trouble. Great play.
10 to go. Great shot. Kayla Jacobs got it to go. 30-27. 2 seconds. Shot clock and game clock. No. Half over. No shot for Sealer. The lead 3 for the Jacks at the break. 30-27. A great opening half of basketball.
Catch exciting NCAA men's basketball coverage tomorrow starting at 11 a.m. on KELO TV as CBS Sports presents triple header coverage of Ohio State and Michigan, Oklahoma at Kansas, and Kentucky at LSU. CBS, home of the men's NCAA Final Four.
Oh, the Final Four's got nothing on State U. 30-27 SDSU leading USD at the half. The women's game halfway in the books. The men's still to come, and it's all right here live on KELOLAND TV. Welcome back to the DakotaDome at the half. 30-27 South Dakota State.
Travis, South Dakota State leading in a lot of categories in field goal percentage. They're at 41%, 12 of 29. Three-pointers, 2 for 15. They need to work on that in the second half. Free throws, 4 of 5 for 80%. The U, not shooting much better, 9 of 26, 2 of 6 from downtown, 7 of 10 from the stripe. So far, the State Jackrabbits have a slight rebounding edge at 30-27, and both teams have committed 8 turnovers. Need to clean it up and start putting the ball in the bucket to make for some better basketball in the second half.
Your halftime stats brought to you by Great Western Bank. South Dakota State with that three-point edge, led in scoring by Megan Vogel with 15 points. She has done everything in the opening half for the Jacks. Mandy Kopel with 7. Only 10 points shy now of the North Central Conference scoring record. Stats don't mean a whole lot, though, in this matchup, and it's a 3-point lead for the Jacks at the half. Tune in to the NCAA Basketball Selection Show on Sunday, March 14th at 5 o'clock Central Time to see which 65 teams will make the postseason tournament and get into that Final Four right here on KELOLAND TV. 31 teams automatically qualify by winning their conference tournaments. 34 teams selected at large by the NCAA Selection Committee. The NCAA Basketball Selection Show live March 14th at 5 o'clock, and the Final Four right here on KELOLAND TV and CBS Sports.
Forget March Madness, Travis. Let's focus on the February finale right here between these two teams.
Second half underway. State in their blue and gold. USD in the home white with the red trim. SDSU on offense. Brenda Davis lost the handle. Picked up by USD and Wooster. That one knocked away, out of bounds. It'll stay with the U.
A few of the Jacks sporting the headband look, maybe LeBron James. Headbands have really become the new trend, Travis. I never wore a headband.
Kopel kicks it outside. 3 on the way and good. Good way to start the second half for USD. Kayla Jacobs buries the trifecta. Inside they go, picked off by Kopel. Kopel not too rusty on defense.
Nope, 2 touches for State, 2 turnovers. Could we see a changing of the tides, possibly?
Jacobs inside to Kopel. 1-on-1. Shot is away and good. Mandy Kopel, automatic in the paint.
She has 9 today, Travis.
Sealer right back, lays it up and in. Heather Sealer now with 6 points. Interesting stat for USD. They're 18-0 when leading at halftime. Only 3-4 when trailing. They trailed by 3, but right back out. We're now tied at 32 apiece here early in the second half. Flynn spins.
State
One-on-one with Sealer.
Matchup, woman-to-woman defense, I guess you could call it.
Shot clock winding down. Kopel looking for help. Gives it off to Flynn. 4 seconds. Tough shot, rattles around, and somehow it goes. Jenny Flynn.
She's got 4, Travis.
Size it. Schlegel takes it. 3. Rattles off. Rebound comes down to USD and Kayla Jacobs.
USD playing their style of basketball, their tempo. They really have the edge so far in the early going this second half.
Flynn being pestered by Sealer, gives it off to Kopel. Kopel backing up on Schlegel in the lane. Shot is away and good. Kopel heating up here in the early second half. She now has 11.
6 points, Travis, for the NCC scoring mark.
Sealer, 3, missed it again, but gets her own rebound across court. That's Schlegel backing down, up and in with the left hand.
That is very tough right there.
If you're Chad Lavin, you can't be happy with that effort. Sealer took the 3, ran all the way across the court and got her own rebound. Jacobs going at it with Vogel. Vogel called for the hand check.
That's the right call.
That's Vogel's second personal foul.
Vogel maybe showing a little sign of her immaturity right there as a freshman. Maybe playing defense just a little too aggressive out top. You want to see the girls playing hard, but you don't want to see them lay the hands on the Yotes because the refs are going to call it.
That foul came about 25 feet from the bucket too. Another shot up and good. Wooster gets her first field goal. She now has 6, and the lead is 4 for USD. Schlegel going around Jacobs. Tough shot, she's fouled. She'll shoot 2.
Penetration to the bucket, Travis. That's what the Yotes need to do. They're really working hard. You can see almost the Jacks, almost a different attitude coming out for both teams. I'd say both Chad and Aaron in the locker room must have given some pretty fiery speeches. Both teams coming out with a lot of aggression.
Schlegel's free throw is good. SDSU needs Shannon to get into this ball game. She's averaging 18 points per game on the season. She had only 6 in the opening half, but now has 9, starting to heat things up for the Jacks.
Vanessa Yanez checks in for the Yotes.
That one rattles out. Rebound fought over by USD. Flynn and Kopel, and they knock it out of bounds. It'll go State's way.
A little miscommunication right there. Mandy wanted the rebound. Flynn wanted the rebound. Well, it ended up being the Jacks' rebound, I guess you could call it.
Shot. Oh, rattles out, but Schlegel will head back to the line.
She had already started to celebrate, thinking that ball was going to drop, but I think there's still a little bit of a lid on the rim, Travis.
If you're Flynn in that rebounding situation, you're the point guard. I think I would have let
Mandy
Kopel have the rebound on that last free throw situation. First of 2 here, Schlegel off the mark.
Maybe Jenny's trying to catch Mandy's new NCC mark for rebounds. She's only a freshman, you know. Trying to rewrite the record.
Yeah, she's a long ways away. Second free throw is good for Schlegel, pulling the Jacks within 2 at 38-36.
Jacks playing a full court man here.
Flynn working against Boulder. Behind the back, kicks it out to Bourne. Bourne against Davis. Bourne over to Kopel. She's not afraid to fire. That one rattles out. Rebound comes down to Sarita DeBoer. Bolden out to DeBoer. Swinging across court. Cizik passes up the shot. Davis thinks about it. Drives outside to Cizik. Cizik. Schlegel. Another 3. Good. Shannon Schlegel pumps the fist as a 3-ball falls.
You could see the Jacks were really trying to get it into Schlegel's hand. They worked it around a few more passes. Eventually found her open atop the key. She drops the 3.
I told you Shannon was heating up. 6 in the first half. 7 already here in the second frame. Knocked out of bounds off the hands of Wooster. Timeout on the court. 39-38 SDSU. It's live on KELOLAND TV. Division II's reigning national champion with a 1-point lead. SDSU over USD. 39-38. 15:47 to go in this ball game. They've started out a wee bit hotter on offense in this second half than they did in the first, Dave.
Definitely a higher tempo, that's for sure. The first half was kind of sluggish. This half, both teams out running. They must have put their track shoes on.
Schlegel drops it off to Cizik. She'll bring it up court. A slow pace over half court. Swings it over to Bolden. Bolden dribbles around the left side. Brings it over to Davis. Foul down low. It'll head SDSU or USD's way. Foul on SDSU.
Number 52 DeBoer, her second.
Foul is called on Sarita DeBoer, her second, and the team's 4th. Yanez with the ball on offense. Kicks it back out to Wooster. They'll set things up on offense. Swings it over. Kopel, 3-ball. Oh, rattled around and out. Rebound down to State.
Mandy just not getting her shot to drop tonight.
Cross court, Bolden fires off the mark as well. Tipped off the hand of Schlegel, out of bounds. It'll go USD's way.
This is Mandy's first 3-point attempt right there. She's 0 for 1 as a team. They're 3 for 8. I guess you could say they're kind of struggling from outside, but they're shooting a little better than State. State's 3 for 8, actually 3 for 19 after Bolden's miss right there.
USD on offense. Jacobs brings it up against Davis. Wooster sets a informal screen. Gives it off to Yanez. Kopel swooping towards the bucket, up and in. Mandy Kopel with 6 in the second half, 13 on the night. Kicked out, stolen by Kopel. She scoops it up, 1-on-2 against the D. Spins, walking around, knocked out of her hand, saved, out of bounds. It's going State's way. That wasn't graceful at any point.
Well, high school students and their parents can meet U Admissions representatives at the Sioux Falls Get to Know You brunch on March 27th at the Washington Pavilion in Sioux Falls. For more information, contact the U Admissions office, 1-877-COYOTES, or online at www.usd.edu.
State on offense. Sealer, Bolden, inside, Schlegel, spinning, great move, left it short, rebound down to Kopel. Fires it ahead, Wooster to Bourne. Bourne against Sealer, between the legs, back out top to Wooster. Bourne swings it to Kopel, snags it with one hand. Right around DeBoer, to the hole, gets her own board, throws it back up, that one drops. Mandy Kopel, another bucket, 8 on the half, 15 on the game, only 2 shy of the North Central scoring record.
Travis, we're about to witness history here.
That one inside, DeBoer, swooping, great shot, Sarita DeBoer, her first bucket.
That was pretty.
42-41 your score, USD the lead at 1. Wooster against Bolden, top of the key, over to Kopel. Kopel to Bourne, she wants it back. She wants it back. She gets it back. 1-on-2 to the hole. Just about had it. She'll have to earn him at the charity stripe. Kopel 1 for 2 at the line tonight. 81% on the season, averaging 24 points and 11 rebounds per game. The All-American out of Wagner, South Dakota.
Travis, the effort on the replay right there. Mandy Kopel is one of the hardest working players in women's basketball. I don't care what division you talk about. You talk about a good player, someone who comes to play every day, every second she's on the court. Mandy Kopel gives everything she has. And if she makes his free throw, Travis, you know what happens.
All sorts of history, so many records, but not this one as of yet. Missed the second free throw. Strong to the hole, off the rim, but right back to the line are the Yotes. And Megan Wooster will head there.
You wonder if Mandy may have been thinking about the scoring record as she let go of that second free throw, maybe thought to herself, here it is, and she just came up a little bit short.
I don't know. Knowing Mandy, she probably doesn't have a clue that she's even close.
Well, she tied it with that free throw, and she just got recognized by the crowd. Gave her a nice applause. Going to take her out. We're going to have to wait even longer, Travis.
Wooster's second attempt off the mark. SDSU back on offense. Dickmeyer. Sealer still wide open. She hasn't hit one all night from deep though. Dickmeyer hasn't done much shooting in this ball game. Davis off the pick, strong to the hole, kicks it out, shot on the way. That's an air ball. Picked up the rebound by Wooster. That one out of bounds.
Chad Lavin is livid after that turnover right there.
Jenny Flynn back into the ball game for the University of South Dakota. State on offense, trailing by a deuce, 43-41. Kopel getting set to check back in for USD. Just a quick breather. Three-pointer, sides it. Rick. Foul called down low. It'll head USD's way. Well, the way these threes are going tonight, you'd think the line was about 35 feet back.
Well, they're shooting three-pointers like I used to shoot three-pointers back in the day. And that's not good.
Still today.
Yeah, even worse today.
USD with a 2-point lead, 12:15 to go in the second half and the ball game. On offense, Bourne. Top of the key. Swings it over to Wooster.
Kopel working hard down low, trying to get open.
Wooster walking all the way down, inside to Kopel.
Here it is.
Turn around on the baseline, off the mark. Grabs her own rebound, tipped away though, picked up by State.
Great hustle.
But the foul is called on Kopel.
I can take that foul. If I'm Coach Chad Lavin, I accept that foul. That's Copel's third on the day, but it's a great aggressive foul. Really shows she wants to win.
This ball game, no doubt exactly what we expected. 43-41 USD, 11:55 to go. Travis Fawcett and Dave Snodek with all the action. North Central Conference finale. State U the last time. Both will be in conference in Division II. State, of course, on its way to D1.
I don't think anyone who bought a ticket for this game has been disappointed whatsoever. This has really been an exciting game, a great finale to the conference season.
2-point game, SDSU on the offensive. Isaac, who saved SDSU's season last year at the Elite Eights, hit that big three to send it to OT. Of course, State went on to win the national championship.
Manny Copel with the cat-like reflexes right there, batting that ball out of bounds. They tried that earlier, where Isaac tried to throw it through her, and she caught it, couldn't quite corral it there, but they make the Jacks reset and try again.
All-time series, USD trailing SDSU 45-21 in the big picture. This series dating back in women's play to 1972. 32 years of women's basketball.
It's going to be a shame to see it go.
Inside out, right back to Sealer, fires again, and finally hits. Heather Sealer's first three of the game.
1 for 8 on the night from downtown for Sealer.
She now has 9 points, and the lead back in SDSU's favor, 44-43. Booster to Yanez.
May have
Right
traveled.
back out top to Megan. Megan looking for Copel off the screen. Shot clock winding down. Copel sets up. Wooster will take it herself. Fade away. Rattles off. Schlegel with the bound. Isaac swings it over to Sealer. Right back to Schlegel. She's taking a few from deep. This time she'll drive, and she's fouled. Foul will go on Wooster.
She sure drove the lane with a lot of force right there, like a bull charging. Saw the sea of red, and she wanted to go at it right here. Just lowers her shoulder, drops the boom. Yanez wasn't there to stop her.
Get out the way. The 6-foot junior out of Raymond hits on her first free throw attempt. She now has 8 in the second half, 14 on the night. Second free throw, no good. Tipped out, though, by Davis. DeBoer picks it up. Right out. Steeler driving, she's fouled. Isaac will head to the free throw strike.
That'll be on Vanessa Yanez. Oh, I didn't see the foul there on the replay, Travis.
But we have the benefit of slow motion replay.
Yes, we do. It's really a judgment call. Anytime somebody is going up for a layup and defenders jump into them, regardless of whether or not they touch them, I would say the benefit of the doubt goes to the offensive player. And the refs are probably 9 times out of 10 going to blow the whistle and send that player to the line.
Isaac hits on both. She now has 4 points on the game. And the lead is 4 for SDSU, 47-43. Timeout on the floor with 10:42 to go here in the second half. USD started the conference season at 0-3. They're 9-1 since. It's been quite a turnaround for the Coyotes, who started out #1 in the country at the very beginning of the season. They went down to the tournament in Florida, played pretty well, lost 1 game, but it's been quite a season for USD at 24-5. You really can't argue with the results.
No, the numbers are astonishing when you look at the record and you look at the numbers they put up on the board every night in and out. It's just they started the conference play not very good, and they've ripped off 7 in a row, going for number 8 tonight. And it's amazing when you think of what this team has done, coming in with such high expectations, coming in with the #1 ranked player in the country in Division II women's basketball, and Mandy Copel. She hasn't disappointed. She's done her thing every night. It's just the support system hasn't quite been there every night for her. They need more than 9 points from Jenny Flynn and 8 points from Megan Wooster every night. They need more girls to step up if this team wanted to get up to that next level and stay #1, but she didn't have the support early on. She struggled a little bit, But you know, they've come together as a team, and we've seen a couple other girls, Yanez and a couple of the other players, really step it up later in this game, and they're doing their part, and they're definitely helping Mandy out. This definitely isn't just the Cope show, but I think if this team had it their way, they would let Mandy score 30 or 40 points every night, and they'd be happy with it. But I know Chad Lavin is really stressing to the girls, they need to get everybody else involved too.
South Dakota State 4-2 on the road in North Central Conference play. No matter where you go, who you're playing, always tough to pick up those W's in conference play away from your home gymnasium. Only 2 seniors on this Jackrabbits team, Stacy Sizik and Brenda Davis. 2 seniors that will definitely be missed. But the future looking bright for SDSU as well. A couple of players coming in, and Courtney Grimsrud, the McDonald's All-American out of Sisseton, South Dakota, and Aisha Vanderpool out of Huron, a couple of good players from the state of South Dakota.
You know, they're not going Division I for nothing. They're definitely bringing in some blue chip recruits, and look for state, you know, while at the D1 level, to maybe struggle a little bit early on, but definitely a lot of opportunity and chance for success.
Timeout over. Discussion between Lavin and the officials over. Back to the action. USD on the offensive. 13 seconds to go on the shot clock. Out top, Jacobs with the rock. Knocks it over, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with USD. 7 on the shot clock.
Jenny Flynn checking back in. Look for her to fire up a couple shots to try to get them back in.
10-18 on the second half and the game clock. 47-43 SDSU with the advantage.
7 seconds on the shot clock.
Kopel trying to break that record, kicks it over instead. 3 ball is money. Yanez again.
Chuck up an assist.
Her 3rd 3 for Vanessa. She now has 11 on the game. 47-46 Jacks. Sealer passes up the shot, drives around Kopel, straight to the bucket, up and in.
It's a nice
Heather Sealer can play this game.
Nice dribble penetration. She got in right through the teeth of the defense, and they collapsed on her, but they couldn't stop her.
Sealer has 7 on the half, 11 on the game for the Jacks. Wooster right back at it, blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with USD. Wooster didn't like the non-call.
Great defense by DeBoer. Really moved her feet well, got her hands up. Good no call by the ref.
USD back on O. Inside, tipped out of bounds. Again, we'll stay with the U. Plenty of time on that shot clock. Chad Lavin barks out the signals. 19 to go on that shot clock.
I wouldn't say he really barked him out there, Travis. Directing traffic, more or less.
Flynn lost a handle. Picked up by Sizik and State.
Now that'll make you bark.
Swinging at the Sealer. Into the corner. 3 ball. Rattles out for Davis. Kopel comes down with the rebound.
17th rebound for Kopel on the night. Is that 17 rebounds? Amazing. Oh, excuse me, my bad.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Not true.
Here's a
3
right there.
on the way. Rattles off the mark. Sizik out top to Schlegel. Inside, tipped away. Picked up by Jacobs. She'll give it off to Wooster.
Mandy slapped that ball out of there.
Kopel wanted the rock, didn't get it that time from Jacobs. They'll work her to the other side, trying to get her the ball. Kopel with it, driving, kicks it out. 3 on the way for Flynn, off the mark. Schlegel with the rebound.
That's good unselfish play by Mandy Kopel. She could have taken it to the rack, maybe draw a foul, but she gave it up to Flynn. Knows that Flynn's a good outside shooter.
Sealer inside, right back, 3 on the way, rattles out. Yanez with the rebound. Bit of a drought back on offense again. Jacks with a 3-point lead at 49-46. 8 and change to play in this ball game. Kopel around DeBoer. Strong to the bucket, hard to the floor, but she'll head to the line.
This is it right here, Travis.
You think she's got it in her?
I think she does. Kopel's a good free throw shooter. That's a great take. If she would have made that bucket, that would have been very nice.
2 for 4 on the game for Kopel. 16 total points, 1 away from the North Central scoring record. She's got it.
We have a new North Central Conference scoring leader in the history of women's basketball, Mandy Kopel. The fans coming to their feet, giving her a well-deserved ovation.
Standing ovation as she fires her second. That one comes off, stuck on 17, the lead at 2, 49-47 for the Jacks.
Hands off.
You heard the man. Inside, picked off again by Kopel. Such a smart player on defense, right place at the right time always.
Every single time down the court, Mandy Kopel seems to make something happen.
Bourne.
Kopel was open for a second, but she couldn't get it to her.
Bourne had trouble hanging out of the rock, trying to get rid of it now. Under 10 on the shot clock. Wooster inside, great look. Kopel can't finish, grabs her own board, up off the mark, but she'll head to the stripe for 2.
Kopel will shoot 2 for the year.
First shot is good for Mandy Kopel.
With every point Mandy scores, more people stand up and cheer. What a career for Mandy Kopel. What a career. We were talking the other day, she's over 700 points this season. I would have liked to just score 700 points in my entire career, let alone 1 year.
You can dream, man, you can dream. 49 all, 7:22 to go in the second half. State U live on KELO TV. Welcome back to the DakotaDome. Tie game, 7:22 to play, 49 apiece. Mandy Kopel of the U with 17 points, breaking the mark in NCC play set by Jenny Krause of North Dakota from 96 to 99. She now has 1,343 points on her career in conference play.
Amazing. Mind-boggling. I think that's a suitable adjective.
Tie game, Jacks on offense. Schlegel inside, Davis. Davis, the double team quick, backing it off. In that zone is USD. Kopel keeps approaching every time they drive. Kopel all over the place on D. Bolden around her, swatted by Mandy. Shot away, up and in though, and SDSU answers first bucket of the game.
Great reaction.
Basket by number 4, Dickmeyer.
Dickmeyer with that bucket. The freshman. Oh. Shot. No. Charge. Offensive foul, and the Jacks are pumped.
That is a fantastic call by the ref. Good vision. Davis had her feet set. Kopel came in with a head of steam and just plowed right into her. Offensive foul every single time.
Heather Sealer checking into the ball game for SDSU, replacing Sizek. (51-49), the guest in the lead, SDSU. Inside, Schlegel. Schlegel swings it out. Bolden, Sealer, another 3, off the mark. Dickmeyer.
There it is.
All by herself, is surprised, got a second shot at it, and she's fouled. She looked around to kick it out and then realized she was all by herself under the hoop after that board.
Yeah, that's a hack. Good old-fashioned hack.
Dickmeyer's first off the mark.
Sub for the Oaks, checking in number 23, Flynn. Replacing Kopel.
Kopel will take a seat, get a breather with 6:17 to play. This is Dickmeyer's first action of the ball game.
Sank the second one.
Second is good, the lead 3.
Get that first one out of the way, the second one's easy.
Flynn out top to Wooster. Wooster drives in all the way to the bucket, off the mark. Schlegel comes down with the rebound.
Gotta finish.
Got to finish and find some offense.
Travis,
State right back.
There's still 6 minutes left, but you got to finish everything on the floor. Every bucket is important.
That one swiped away by the D. USD back on the offense. Booster to Bourne. Bourne with the rock. Back out top to Flynn. Patient on offense. Booster firing away. That was well short. Just grazed the rim into the hands of Brenda Davis. Cross court to Sealer. Sealer drives in, fires, and connects.
You got to get a hand interface, not a single finger. Anywhere within 6 feet of Sealer right there.
Sealer now has 13 on the game. The lead continues to grow. It's 54-49, the lead at 5. Timeout. Booster walks it into the corner. Chad Lavin, a timeout. Take one of the 30-second variety.
Travis, some scores from around the NCC. Games of interest, North Dakota up by almost 20 on Mankato with about, a good portion of the second half left. The Bison of North Dakota State up by 20 on St. Cloud. And Nebraska-Omaha has recently taken the lead over Augie. That game just winding down.
With 3 minutes to go in that North Dakota State game, 83-63 on St. Cloud State. That pretty much guaranteeing that the Bison are your North Central Conference champions for the women. The scenario pretty much broke down where North Dakota State, South Dakota State tied at the top at 10-3, but UND was the official third-place team, and NDSU had swept UND. SDSU split with UND. There's your tiebreaker after the head-to-head, which North Dakota and South Dakota State split.
When you explain it like that, it's not that confusing. Nice job.
I try to make it easy. Kopel on the offense, right up to the hoop. Had it rejected from behind, got her own board, put it in.
Got sticky fingers.
Kopel now with 14 in the second half, 21 on the game. Sealer, they're daring her to shoot from beyond the arc. She passed it up to Bolden.
Bill's playing a real soft zone, almost a man zone.
Sealer inside, great pass. Down low, Davis puts it in. Brenda Davis, her first bucket of the game, first points. This from a gal that averages 12.7 a night.
I think the momentum has shifted into State's corner a little bit.
Score not bad though, 56-51. Got to still feel in good shape if you're USD. 4:14 to play.
You betcha.
Inside to Kopel, double team, kicked it out. Three, on the way and short. Knocked around right into the hands of Kopel. Outside to Flynn, shot rattles around and drops.
Little rub from the rim right there, Jenny Flynn. She's almost money when she gets the ball.
Flynn has 6, AJ needs a timeout. Wanted a rebound, didn't get it. 55-53, a 30-second timeout called by State. The men still to follow, SDSU and USD coming up around about 8:15, I suppose. Well, depending on when this one gets over. Yeah. We're still not out of the woods with this one. We could see overtime, 3:56 to play. It's a 3-point Jack lead.
Well, the Coyote crazies, the Jack backers, and all the sea of red has definitely gotten their money's worth tonight. This has been a fantastic game. A lot of fun to watch.
Kopel has 21 to lead USD. Megan Vogel has been very quiet, has yet to score in this second half after scoring 15 in the opening half. Second half kind of belonged to Shannon Schlegel. She's got 8 on the half and 14 on the game to lead the Jacks. Heather Sealer starting to pick things up, had 4 in the first half, now has 9 in the second, 13 total.
State ball out of the break.
Working out the kinks in that timeout. Set up things on offense. Sealer gives it off to Sizek. Sizek off the screen and roll. Schlegel can't get the rock though. Sealer all the way to the bucket, missed it. Grabbed her own rebound, takes it right back out. Shot clock did not reset. That one didn't hit the rim. Sealer gets it back, dribbling left around Flynn, all the way to the bucket, tossed it up.
A late whistle.
They call the foul.
Offensive
foul on Sealer.
It's a late call.
Timeout, SDSU, 3-point lead, 56-53. Coach Johnston in a bit of disbelief. SDSU with a 3-point lead. That's an offensive foul. Heather Sealer, strong to the rack, bumped in to Kayla Jacobs.
Jacobs, she had her feet set. That's a good call. That's a very tough call. It's a tough call to make. You definitely don't want to be in the stripes on a play like that, but the replay shows that was a great call. It was the right call, and it's USD's ball down 3 with 3:30 left to play in the game.
AJ still giving the officials an earful. 3:30 on the clock, 56-53. Inbound to Copel, she'll hand it off to Wooster. Wooster over the half-court line. Gives it to Jacobs. Jacobs inside. Sealer on Copel, gives away to Schlegel. Good call. Shot clock winding down. Jacobs outside. Flynn, they'll have to hurry. That one high. Wooster lets fly for 3. Off the rim, out of bounds. SDSU ball.
I thought that ball was coming into your lap, Travis.
I was ready to rock and fire. Under 3 on the clock, 2:54 to go, 56-53. Sizek off the screen of Vogel. Vogel with 4 personal fouls and no points in the second half. Fakes out the defender, kicks it over to Sealer. Inside out, Davis. All the way back to Sealer. They're working this ball. Sizek for 3, off the mark. Bourne with the rebound.
Great ball movement by the Jacks. Really moving it around, trying to get everybody involved, trying to open something up.
They are getting a lot of good shots on offense. That one just didn't fall. The sea of red to its feet. 2:15 to go, a 3-point lead for the Jacks. Wooster outside to Flynn. Flynn driving inside. Stops. Out to Copel. Copel all the way to the bucket. Good. Mandy Copel. 23 points, the lead, 1. 56-55. Flynn got bowled over. She'll be charged with the foul.
Travis, going back to that last bucket by Copel, Jenny Flynn really did a nice job of opening up the lane by setting the screen. That really allowed Copel to drive almost unscathed into the lane.
Stacey Sizek at the free throw stripe. Will shoot 2. She's 2 for 2 on the half. Off the mark, and she only gets 1. Called it on the floor. USD with a chance to take the lead, 56-55. Wooster picked up her dribble in a whole lot of trouble. Calls a timeout. Good call. Wooster said, my fault for picking up that dribble, but made the right decision calling that timeout.
Going back, Travis, to that last bucket, I guess Jenny Flynn, she didn't screen him, but she just pulled back the defense, and that opened up the lane a little bit.
That's a tough pass, throwing it over the top of the defender in this situation with under 2 to go.
Schlegel just missed it by about a half an inch. If her fingernails were just a little longer, she could have gotten that ball. Travis, what are you thinking down 1, $1:40 left to play in the game? What are you telling your girls as a coach, either from both sides of the game? You're down 1, you're up 1. What do you say?
I think if you're Coach Aaron Johnston being up 1, you say stick with the game plan. Don't change up. Don't hurry on offense. You got plenty of time. The shot clock, it doesn't change. You get the same amount of time every time down the floor. They've done a great job of not rushing shots. They've looked for the great shot. Even if it hasn't fallen, they've been working that ball and working it well, getting the open shots. Sooner or later, they fall. If you're on offense for USD, you go to Mandy Copel. What else? Down a point with 1:40 to play, you go with your All-American.
I agree. We'll see what happens.
Well, don't miss a beat after you. Log on to www.usdcoyotes.com for Coyote scores, schedules, tickets, highlights, stats, news, features, and much more. They'll be talking about this one, I guarantee it. That one knocked loose. Wooster all the way to the bucket, left it short. Rebound down to Sizek. Good shot for Wooster, but may have hurried it just a little bit.
I think that she just forced it a little bit. She may not have realized that she was as wide open as she was and just put a little, not enough mustard on it.
State patient on offense, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Davis dribbles down into the lane, draws in 3. Sealer, 4, 3, all the way to the bucket. Had it blocked from behind. 1 second to go on the shot clock as it hit out of bounds. It'll stay, I believe, with SDSU, but there won't be much time on the clock. Maybe a half second. That is what they got. 1 second on that shot clock.
That is the right call. She blocked it out of bounds, blew the whistle. There was 1 second left on the clock. You can even see it in the top of the screen here. The ball is out of bounds with 1 second left on the clock. It's good.
I think she gets that half second.
I don't know. It's good sense by the refs to make the right call there.
Scores table may be a little quick on the trigger when this one gets in-house. See if they can cut that one down to a half second. AJ did take that 30-second timeout with the lead. 56-55, $1:05 on the clock. I don't think we could have asked for a whole lot more here tonight.
No, this game has definitely been memorable, to say the least. It is a lot of fun. And we'll talk about this game and the men's game coming up with USD President James Abbott in a little bit. We'll also speak with Athletic Director Joel Nielsen a little later in the broadcast, so you want to stick around and get their thoughts on the game and what's in store for the U in the future.
They'll have to be quick on the trigger. Inbounds comes in. Vogel lets fly and buries it.
That bucket should not have counted.
Megan Vogel got it.
That bucket should not have counted.
A little slow on the trigger, maybe getting the shot clock going.
Surprising. But nonetheless, Jack's up by 3 now, Travis.
That was a long second, but according to the shot clock, she did get it away. Kopel backing down, out to Flynn. 3 ball, off the mark, just a little long. Knocked away, picked up by Kopel. She fires, misses again.
How do you miss that?
34 seconds to go. The Jacks lead is 3. USD out of timeouts. Chad Lavin barking, saying, hey, get up here, get on her.
Where's your 10-second call? Did they get rid of that?
No 10 seconds. Foul is finally called. They got her down there with 21 to play. The lead at 3, 58-53.
Siler's 2 of 2 from the line so far, I believe. Hasn't shot any charity shots this half.
Heather at the stripe.
No bigger ones than these.
This won't seal it, but it could go a long ways. She hits on the first, she'll get a second.
Silences the Coyote Crazies.
Sealer extends the lead for the Jacks to 4, 59-55.
Got to think that rim kind of blends in with the sea of red there.
Second free throw.
Clutch.
Nothing but twine. 60-55. Again, USD out of timeout. 17 seconds to go. They'll have to hurry. Kopel, 3. Good. Mandy Kopel buries it. Jenny Flynn, the quick foul on Sealer. She'll head back to the line, but the lead down to 2. 60-58, 11 seconds to go.
How clutch is that? You give it to your All-American, your Miss Basketball, your Division II Player of the Year. All-American in every sense of the word. Nails the three-pointer, keeps this game close, but these free throws, these are huge.
Kopel now with 26 points, leading the way for USD. Sealer steps up to the line. You think that's distracting?
Just a little bit.
Heather's first on the way. Off the front of the rim. The Crazies going exactly that.
Aaron Johnson telling the girls just to be cool. Be relaxed.
No timeouts left.
These girls have been there before, Travis.
They'll do it right here. Sealer hits the second. It's a 3-point game. 61-58. Inbound to Wooster. Under 10 to go. Wooster driving the court. Looking for Kopel.
Double teaming Kopel.
Kicks it out. Thorns, 3. Long. Kopel with the rebound at the horn. That's the ball game.
Wow.
State wins 61-58. And they're a little bit excited.
What a game. What a way to end a rivalry. 30-plus years of rivalry right here Ends on a free throw. What a game.
Unreal, what a ball game. Bourne had a shot, just missed on the three though. 61-58, USD falls to SDSU.
Travis, you couldn't ask for any more from your All-American and Mandy Copel. You couldn't ask for more from the Coyotes. They gave it their all. But State just the better team tonight.
Copel with 26 points to lead the Coyotes in defeat at 61-58. A lot of all-around talent for SDSU. Sealer was definitely clutch down the stretch. 3 out of 4 at the charity stripe inside the last 30 seconds. She had 12 in the second half, 16 on the ball game for the Jacks. Megan Vogel had 15 points in the first half, 17 total, only 2, but they were a big 2 down the stretch there. That bucket with the shot clock at 1 second to go. What a ball game.
Winning Frisbee numbers 27.
Shannon Schlegel had 14 points for the Jacks. So look at that, right down the line, 14, 16, and 17. You want 3 stars, you got them. Vogel, Sealer, and Schlegel leading the way for the Jackrabbits.
Play of the game.
For your play of the game, go ahead.
Heather Sealer right there, boy. She pushing it up the court, gets the bucket. The little 12-foot jumper puts the Jacks up by 5, and that one was the difference maker. The equalizer. It's your play of the game, and congratulations to the Jacks. Great game. Winners by 3, 61-58 the final.
All right, okay, that was a great one. I would have gone with Vogel. That shot with 1 second to go, that gave him that 5-point edge. There were a lot of big shots to choose from down the stretch. Vogel maybe had hit the biggest, but what a game. 61-58, SDSU beating USD. The post-game show continues next. Welcome back to the Dakota Dome. Game 1 in the books. What a game. 61-58, SDSU beats USD. SDSU improving to 22-5 on the season. USD falling to 24-6. SDSU finishes 11-3 in conference play, but I believe NDSU did the same. That means the Bison are the North Central Conference champions. Time now for your player of the game. South Dakota State's Heather Sealer collecting the honor. She had 12 points in the second half, 16 total. She had a rough night from beyond the arc. That her only 3-pointer. About 1 of 10 on the game. But a good effort for Heather Sealer. Hit 3 out of 4 clutch free throws down the stretch. Again, 12 in the second half. Some assists, some rebounds. You name it, Heather Sealer did it down the stretch. 16 on the game. She is the player of the game.